Hey folks, I'm Mark Smith, host of the Four Boxes Diner, proud American gun owner, constitutional attorney, member of the U.S. Supreme Court Bar, and best-selling author. If you haven't subscribed to the Four Boxes Diner Second Amendment channel or follow us on Twitter, please do so and share this video far and wide. We'd appreciate it. Okay, folks. Some people have commented that they don't like it when I try to say that I want to make you, the viewer, the smartest people in the room on the Second Amendment. They think it's arrogant. They don't like what I'm saying, and they're trying to understand why do I say that. So I want to talk just for 1 minute about this channel, what makes it special, and why I'm trying to educate you about the details and history of the right to keep and bear arms. To begin with, I named this the Four Boxes Diner because I wanted to refer to all of the four boxes of American liberty, identified first and foremost, of course, by the great civil rights leader in the last part of the 19th century, Frederick Douglass. Those four boxes of American liberty, as you know, are the soapbox, the First Amendment, the right to speech, the right to press. There's the ballot box, which speaks to the right to vote, the franchise. There's, of course, the jury box, which refers to the rule of law, being judged by your peers in the event you're charged with a crime. And, of course, last but not least at all is the cartridge box, which refers to, of course, the right to keep and bear arms. These are the four boxes of American liberty that, among other things, help preserve our freedoms as Americans, as citizens, and not as serfs and not as subjects, which makes us dramatically different from people that live in other countries around the world. So that's where the four boxes comes from, and where does the diner come from? I didn't want this channel to be arrogant. I didn't want it to be unapproachable. I wanted to give information to all Americans that are interested in the right to keep and bear arms. So I wanted to make it very approachable, which is why I talk about this being a diner where we can have casual conversations. So I'm going to give you intellectually powerful information, historically accurate information, powerful legal information that people spend a lot of money for outside of the context of the Four Boxes Diner. And I want to give it to you really free of charge. Just so you, and why am I doing this? What do I want out of this? Well, you see, here's the reality. We all understand that the Second Amendment of the right to keep and bear arms is under attack all across America. There's people out there that want to use insurance companies against us. There's people out there that want to turn big business against us. There's people out there that want to turn, transportation companies against us. They want to, pass laws that ban our right to carry guns, our right to have guns, our right to defend ourselves, on and on and on. We know this to be true. And the metaphor I'd like to use here, if I can, is force multiplying. I know that, friends of mine that have been in special forces or they've been in the military. I've never been in the military. Just one of those things that didn't come up in my life. I went a different path. But they explained to me there's a notion of force multiplication or force multiplying, which means that, they use special forces that go behind enemy lines, or they go into a community and they train other people to be powerful army soldiers and whatnot, and it's called force multiplication or force multiplying. I'd like this channel to some degree do that when it comes to the intellectual understanding of the right to keep and bear arms. So I want to give you the information so you can be the smartest person in the room. And what I mean by that is I want you to be force multiplied. I want you to take the information I give and be able to articulate why the Second Amendment is so important, why the right to keep and bear arms is so important on all these issues. Because the reality is you're going to be in all sorts of rooms that we're not going to be in, right? You're going to be in a gun club. You're going to be at a school board meeting. You're going to be at Thanksgiving dinner with family members. You're going to be, at work. You may be on the road at a diner. You may be at a restaurant, wherever you're going to be. I want you to be the smartest person in that room on the Second Amendment, because I want people to look to you to explain, well, why do we need a Second Amendment today? Why are guns protect lives? Aren't guns dangerous? What is this assault weapon thing? I want you to have the answers, not just the headlines. I don't want you to regurgitate talking points. I want you to really understand and be able to explain as teachers to them about the importance of these rights to all law-abiding and liberty-interested people and the civilizing force of the right to keep and bear arms. And that's a big part of what I'm trying to do on this channel, is not just give you information that, again, you can Google. I want to give you the deep down information that's been vetted to some degree by a constitutional scholar, by someone whose work gets vetted and reviewed at the highest levels of academia, at the highest levels of society, and even in the court system. So, my work has historically been vetted robustly by some of the smartest people around, and I want to bring you some of what I've found out, what I've learned, and give it to you so you can go out out there and you can do good stuff with it. We can force multiply that way. And I don't think it's about me being arrogant. I think it's about me being realistic, that there's a lot of information that I know about the Second Amendment, the history of the Second Amendment, the history of American life, that I want to give to you, that I would give the same information to my students or to clients or whatnot. I want to give it to you so you can use it to advance the ball. Because again, you are representing, whether you like it or not, you are representative of the Second Amendment. You are representative of the right to keep and bear arms. You are representative of American liberty. So it's important that you do a good job of it, not just to help yourself out, but to help all of us in the Second Amendment community, all of us in the Second Amendment movement together, because we're all in this together. We're in a sink or swim together here in the United States. And I'm optimistic that our right to keep and bear arms and our constitutional rights and our constitutional freedoms as American citizens will continue on for far, far into the future. I'm an optimist, and I think this is all very doable. But again, freedom is not free. You always have to fight for it. You always have to work for it. And I hope this channel helps all of us do so. Okay, I hope you learned a little bit something about the Four Boxes Diner, why we do what we do. I hope you enjoy this channel. And again, we'll see you again soon here at the Four Boxes Diner.
Orders up. Table 2A.